Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris, the Life-Seeded series. I'm your host, Colors Faded. It's episode 22. We're embroiled in a war, our Federation is, with the Stellaris Trade Union. We're about to move a significant chunk of our fleet down here to try and help put an end to this. The war exhaustion for the other side has ballooned rapidly thanks to some losses that our Federation has given them. We have a fleet over here also that's helping. There are several ships up here. I don't know what war objectives our Federation went after when they started this war. I have to assume they weren't going to vassalize them. If they did, that would be totally cool. But if they don't, then we'll have to vassalize them later.
Research concluded.
But my thought process was, after this war is over, was to come up here and do the Imetherian cartel and try to make them a vassal, because they have this space up above us. They have all of that, and they're one of the last holdouts now that both of the fallen empires are doomed and dead. They're one of the last holdout empires that aren't in our Federation. We need everybody in our Federation. So now the 0-0, so there's a machine uprising in the Stellaris Trade Union. That doesn't help them either. And our ships just got pushed out. Strategic Coordination Center is operational. We have 2 of those. So there's this one here. It's done. Yeah, there's a Sentry Array that's done. And our other Strategic Coordination Center. We have 2 because we picked one up when we conquered this fallen empire. So what we have is the 001 integrators declare war on the Stellaris Trade Union. Now, if we don't want that to happen to us, we have to change a policy. Artificial intelligence, citizens' rights. So that's it. Ours are not in servitude. We changed them to citizen rights long ago. That helps you prevent that war. So now the war is the war. Oh, we're still fighting them. We're still fighting them. Oh, and it's for conquest. It's to conquer them. But now that their robots uprose, it makes it a little more difficult. Okay. Well, what we're going to do is come up here and continue to fight with that fleet. Our other fleets disappeared then because they were in robot space. Great. So we'll do what we can with our one good fleet until the others show back up. Zaistia. Alright, we need to finish up anchorage. Energy weapon damage. So we have some planets with unemployment and available jobs and all that jazz. Let's keep working on them. It's the first of the month in the game. I'm going to spend a little time moving some people to ring A is getting full. It'd be nice if ring D, as in dog company, would hurry up and get me. And we're falling short on crystals again. We know that's how it goes. This is a research world.
Construction project concluded.
Here we go. Oh, and we're doing really good with consumer goods now. We don't need to buy any of those, which is fantastic. Great. And down here we had this fleet that we were building.
Construction project concluded.
Let's take a look at these guys. We're going to give them a leader, the admiral, the guy we got from behind the dome. So, where is Sutra there? That's where. So let's finish him out. Ugh, I hate that. It's a bug in the game. I click on this, I go to Fleet Manager for 7th Fleet, and it didn't show it to me. Annoying. It doesn't even begin to describe how I feel about this. Let's get some point defense. Let's get a whole bunch of these guys up here to help create a swarm. Get a couple more of these. Let's see. There we go. Get that as a completed fleet. What is this planet? This is bureaucracy and food. Always apply our labels. Our labeling system. Let's get the food thing. Oh, Galactic Stock Exchange. Yes, please. And leave that where it is. Emerald, what are you going to be? Probably the same thing. Actually, gosh, we could make you a refinery world. We still need more refineries. We're going to do that. Food, IF. You're going to be a refinery world. Ooh, and right there, there's a gas extraction well job. I'd rather get you clone vats and robots right away, though. And what do we have here? Time project debris. Track on map. Oh, right there in that system. Okay, well, I know we have a science ship not doing anything. I know we have several. Research that. How is 22,000? Go get him. Go get him, Tiger. That's what you were made for. These guys are all going to go to Sutra Station. Where is it?
Research concluded.
I've kind of created the home base for them. Where is the ISS Great Reformer? No. No, 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 no. We have a rule around here. Your name is Jugs. And your home needs to be right there. Research completed. There we go. 'Cause the sooner we can get these guys to 100%, the sooner
Research concluded.
sooner that war can be over and we can start the other one that I really want to do. Let's see. Rare crystals. These are consumer good worlds. Spain industries, commercial zones. There we go. Let's take a look at this. Oh, jeez, he's gonna swarm them pretty quick, isn't he? Good job. Okay, I want you to go up here. That certainly helped. That pushed it to 100%. So in 2 years, they'll be able to force. So at 2470, they'll be able to force a piece. The only thing we really have to worry about now is the endgame crisis, whatever it's going to be.
Research concluded.
Okay, you're getting there as far as jobs go. You're getting there. Getting you more and more unemployed as time goes by. This planet that we took over from a fallen empire that had some really cool buildings like this, which we don't need the energy production ones, but the ones that were neat were this. It's producing 100 minerals and a bunch of refineries. It had all these housing structures all over it. So. Gateway constructed in the Riblar system. Good. We'll need that. This guy's chewing through people. It's like, hey, look at me. I'm crushing it. Okay, all you guys. Upgrade. Upgrade yourself. Upgrade and more ships and upgrade. Yes, everybody get what you need. In the words of In Excess. Give you what you need. A friend of mine, a bass player friend of mine, posted on a little chat message we were doing the other day. Excuse me. Posted a message about a
construction project concluded.
Well, he plays in a cover band, a band he would like me to be in. I don't know if now is the right time to do that, but he posted wanting to do In Excess, I think, and or maybe he just posted the words "new sensation," and I took it to mean that. Anyway, I looked up the video of them playing that live at Wembley Stadium, because In Excess is one of those bands. I had their CDs, I had their discs, actually, cassette tapes. I was that young, and I loved them. I thought they were great. I didn't like all their songs, but a lot of their songs I really liked. And I was always curious, because they weren't big distortion band with fancy lead guitar players like all the bands that I loved, like Dokken and Queensryche and stuff. I always wondered how their sound came across live. Did they, because they have two guitar players, and I thought, wow, it doesn't seem like a band that needs two guitar players. But it was cool watching the live version of them play New Sensation, because the one guitar player who has the really famous jangly clean chord line going, he plays the sax solo too. So he puts, his guitar aside for a second, he grabs the sax. But live, they sounded great, and their mix was really good. Their sound engineer was fantastic, because coming off of the Wembley stage, you could hear everything, and you could hear both guitars distinctly through their different amps and their different tones and their different sounds. You could hear everything. And Michael Hutchence live,
Research concluded.
I believe that's his name, the lead singer. That man was phenomenal. So good live. Holy cow. He was outstanding. I mean, it's just too bad
Research concluded.
Too bad for the way that turned out, because we needed more In Excess. The world did. But I was really impressed with how they sounded live. I'm always really impressed to hear bands that sound great live, because anybody can do anything in a studio. If you got enough money and enough time and the right producers and people who know how to get sounds, anybody can sound great in a studio. The last band that I was with, we did a 7-song EP, and to this day, when I listen to that music, a couple of years later now, I go back and listen to those songs, and I can't believe that's me playing. It's like I'm not that good, but he made me sound brilliant. And we did that, and
Station sustaining damage.
we did that EP in a weekend, because we did not have money. So we didn't have money for a long studio session. We went into a guy that we knew, who we trusted, who's a good friend of ours, who that's what he does. He's got a studio. He's got a professional studio. He's got all the gear. And he said, hey, give me a weekend to do 5 songs. Well, the band couldn't agree on the 5 songs, but we could agree on 7. So we did that, and it was difficult, for reasons that I won't say, because it's just never good to disparage people. I love all those guys. They're great. I'm not with that band anymore. They're neat dudes. But there were some technical difficulties, so it made my job harder, certainly. And so I was happy with that, the way that whole thing worked out, because when it came time to do my part, to lay all the guitar tracks down and then to do the guitar solos, I was mostly worried about the guitar solos, because those are so many more notes, and you played the rhythm stuff all the time, and I work really hard on the guitar solos, and I have them written and constructed and played 100 times and rehearsed, and make sure that I get all my bends right and everything's in tune, and so we went in there, and we had to record all the rhythm guitars and then all the guitar solos in the matter of a few hours. I mean, it was just 1 take, 2 take. Are you good? Yes. Okay, go. And then I couldn't believe how fast we got through that, and how excellently Nate, the engineer and the producer of the whole thing, just did it because he was, and his suggestions are always spot on when he'd say, oh, why don't we do this? And I was so nervous playing the guitar solo on one of the songs, and some of the songs don't have super complicated guitar solos. I'm not John Petrucci when I play. I think the closest comparison to me personally is Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains. Jerry always has leads. They're always great leads. They're always tasty, flavorful leads, kind of like built on a little bit of a blues background.
Another day.
Lots of bends and things like that, and that's how I play. And so to get in there and do that and get it done and make it sound as good as it did just kind of killed me. I was like, wow, I can't believe this. Can't believe it's this good. And so my point is, anybody can sound good in a studio. Really, they can. And it's a matter of how do you sound live. You know, what do you sound like live? Because that's where it matters. And I always thought we sounded great live. I mean, we didn't sound great. We sounded good live for a band that had only been together for, a year by the time we cut that album. We were all professionals because we're all mid to late 40s, early 50s by the time we could put this band together. We've been playing music our whole lives. We know how to practice, rehearse. We know how to be professionals. You show up to band practice and you know your stuff, and then it's just locking it in as a group and figuring out intros and exits and agreeing on structures and things like that, especially when you're writing your own stuff. It's getting in there and working it all out, and then just honing it. And I would go back and listen to some of the live tapes, because one of the places that we played a lot, one of the venues that we played a lot, the owner of that venue was a really, really awesome guy, good friend of ours, and he would record out of the soundboard for us, and so we'd be able to go back and listen to that later. And it was never perfect. Nothing's ever perfect, but it was not crap. You hear some bad bands live, and I was like, okay, it's pretty cool. So when we got into the studio and did that and had it sound so good, it's just like obviously it's not, when you pay for a weekend, you go in and record an album. It's not like if you had weeks to do it. I'm not happy with the guitar tone on that thing, but I think it's serviceable. It was good. It wasn't garbage. You go back. It's interesting to me to listen to albums now, to go back and listen to some albums that just had really bad guitar tones on them, and you're going and you're thinking, gosh, didn't anybody listen to that during the process and think that's just really bad, and think, how do we fix this? And then in some cases I think horrible guitar tone is just part of a band's sound. It's just what it is, But for me, I hear bad guitar tones, and I think somebody should have fixed that. They should have got a little better tone. But then, when I finally had a chance to do it in the studio there, we're under pressure to get it done because of budgetary reasons in one weekend, and I really wanted to spend the time to mic my cabinet the way that I know it needed to be mic'd in order for it to work. But we were so far under the gun, and the drums took so much longer than we thought it was going to do. And I thought that the most expedient thing to do was to use the inboard system that he already had available there. That sounded really good because it was a tube inboard system, so at least it was tube, and that was cool. But how many? It's providing 4 housing. Never mind, just resettle these people. So at any rate, I've spent it's disappointing to get in a situation like that where I've spent a decade putting together my dream rig. I play a Mesa, all Mesa Boogie stuff through Mesa Boogie cabinet. I have a Mesa Boogie 290 power amp. I have a tri-axis that's has been retubed with custom tubes to give it just some awesome sounds on those channels, and live it sounds amazing. In fact, a band that was friends of ours were playing a show with us, and one of their guitar players, he's right before they go on, his amp doesn't work, and he comes down, and all of our gear is already set up on stage, just sitting in the back waiting for them to get off, and he says, "Man, is your amp ready to go? Can I play it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, play my amp. Here's the pedal board." And he's like, "What do you need?" He's like, "I need a clean and a distortion and a lead." And I'm like, "Press these 3 buttons." I got a really elaborate pedal board, so I just made it simple for him. So for the first time ever, I got to sit out in the crowd and listen to my own amp, and oh my god, it was so good. It was so good, and I just couldn't believe how good it sounded. I mean, I knew it was top quality. I knew it was top shelf. I knew that my whole rig was top shelf stuff. But to hear it played in a live venue, and sound guy did a great job. I could hear both guitar players completely separately, and I could move around, and I could get in front of my amp, and I could hear it really well. And it was just like, it sounded so good. So to get in a studio and not be able to take advantage of that, because I know how it needs to be mic'd. And the thing is, John Petrucci has basically done a clinic on how he mics his guitars for the Dream Theater albums, and especially the most recent one, which was awesome, because he showed, there's a really great video of John Petrucci doing a Guitar Center thing, where he goes to he's on a stage, and I think it's at Guitar Center, but if it's not, it's like Guitar Center putting it on, and it's really dark and it's black, so that's why I don't say maybe it's not Guitar Center, maybe it's some auditorium somewhere else. But the cool part of that business is Mr. Petrucci does a very cool thing, and he uses the exact same the Guitar Center has the exact same products that he used in the studio, so they have the same mics and everything. And he talks about how this one ribbon mic was kind of like the key to the whole thing, and what's cool is he used 3 separate mics to get his full guitar sound. And the great thing about it is he shows what it sounds like with just one mic and then with another mic. So he goes on there and he records this guitar line that he played on the album, on the most recent album, and he plays it with one mic on, and then he plays it with another mic on, and then he plays it with the third mic on, and then he starts combining them, and you can hear how he gets that full, thick, rich, authentic Mesa Boogie tone. It sounds like a Mesa, but it takes a lot of different microphones to get that because of all the frequencies involved. And that was something we learned a long time ago when I was trying to make when we were trying to record in my ex-brother-in-law's, because he was a musician and he wanted me to record some stuff, and we were recording in his little studio. And we learned, because we'd read somewhere in a magazine or something, that because of the bass signals are at lower frequencies that travel slower, and the sine wave is bigger, that it's not enough to just stick an SM57 dynamic mic up into the cone of the amplifier. You're not going to get that full, thick, rich sound out of it. And so what these people did was, they took a condenser mic about 6 feet back and about 6 feet up in the air away from the amp, and they mixed that second recording with the first one, both being recorded at the same time, but one with a dynamic mic really close and another with a condenser mic further back and away and up. And then of course Petrucci throws in this ribbon mic that he also has. So after you hear all these mics bring that whole signal together, you start to get a recorded sound
Initial colonization
that sounds
phase
like what
commencing.
your ears hear live, and the mesa starts to sound like the mesa. And I really wanted to take the time to do that, but when you're on budget and everybody's like, okay, the drums just took a really long time to do and we still have bass and vocals, you know, or vocals, I can't remember if we did bass before we did guitars or not. And you feel that pressure. You're like, they're all staring at me, everybody in the band and the engineer, and everybody's staring at me because they want me to get going and they want this to be done so they can do their part. It's like, okay, I'm not going to sit here and fiddle around with this and tell the engineer what I think needs to be done with the mics and all this stuff. He's just saying, why don't you just try using the inboard? Okay, fine. You know, you just kind of do it. So then you end up with something that you're proud of because it sounds way better than you thought it was going to. But and I'm really proud of that stuff. But it's not as good as it could have been, and it's not as good as I want it to be. And it would have been better if we would have taken the time to mic the cabinet the right way, you know. So it's just one of those things. It's like, but still, the guy who did it, Nate, he killed it. He did such a good engineering job. I mean, it's just to be around somebody whose suggestions were always really, really good. When he's saying, oh, why don't you try this? Or why don't you guys do this? Or on the front of the song, why don't you look for this sound effects? This might really help it. And it was really cool because we had those 2 days to work on it. And then we had mixing and mastering after that and stuff like that. And we'd come in there to listen to some mixes, and we had like ideas, you know, about certain things, and we'd say, can you find a sound effect for this that might help augment this little bridge in the song or whatever?
Research concluded.
We'd come back and he'd have the coolest stuff, and he'd be like, what do you think of this? And it was just like automatic. That's exactly what we needed right there. That's exactly what that song needed for the recorded version, to just kick it in the pants a little bit and make it sound more professional and more amazing.
Another day, another scientific.
So it was all very, very cool stuff. Cool process, neat stuff. But yeah, to get way back to my point long ago when I started rambling about this, since we're just doing a lot of resettlement things, that it was just really neat experience. But anybody can sound good in a studio, and I really appreciate it when a band has a good studio album, but then you go watch them live and you walk away from the live performance even more impressed. And when I watched that Wembley video of NXS, they sounded way better than I thought they were going to sound live. And in fact, I thought they sounded amazing. And I was just like, wow, that was fantastic. And it makes me mad that I never got to see them live, because it's like there are a couple of bands on my bucket list that I would really like to see live. I'd still love to see U2 live. I've never been able to see them. I've got to see most of the other bands on my bucket list. I finally got to see Rush during the Snakes and Arrows tour. I've seen Yes twice. I've seen Dream Theater. I got to see Journey. Neil Schon, one of my most favorite guitar players of all time. I got to see Neil Schon live. I've got to see Metallica in their prime. In fact, they were on that big tour with Guns N' Roses and Body Count way back in the early 90s, and I got to see them at Mile High Stadium from the third row, right where the mosh pit formed. So I've seen some great stuff. I still haven't seen my favorite band of all time, Enchant. I would love to see them, but they're a San Francisco area band that doesn't tour much because they all have day jobs, even though they've released now, I think, 9 albums. You know, it's like it's so sad that progressive rock can't get the commercial traction that other music does, because it's so much better than other music. I listen to stuff nowadays and I'm just like, people think that's good, and that person is making a living doing that, and that music is not good. End of the new Apothecanate. So the new Apothecanate's finally done. So they got smoked over here, it looks like. Good for them. This war, I'm surprised, is still going on. It's been 4 years since it was 100%. Can't you guys force an end to this? What do we need to do to make it happen? 001 integrators. Do we need to go after them then? 001 integrators. Declare war and take their stuff is what we could do. Can we declare would it be an end threat situation? End threat containment. Okay. And they're what, 001 there? Sure, I'll end the threat. I got no problem with that. Let's do that. Yeah, we'll invite all the attackers. Vote yes.
War declaration process.
Great. Okay, and what is this? Galactic Community. It says 1. Senate in session. Repeal major administrative sanctions. Yeah, since we're all permanently denounced because of this game bug that happened with the Fallen Empires, I'm okay with that. So, let's take a look at all our guys over here. They're all ready to go, right? It looks like it. Let's take a look back. Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay, and what's our Titan? A Titan versus a Titan. Ooh, 23,000. Wow. Okay. Well, in that case, edicts, architectural renaissance. Yeah, we're not building anything right now, though. We need to start building a new ring world. Reactive armor, explosive. Yeah, all this stuff. Living metal mega structures to speed up the ring world that we're not building, but we're going to here in a short minute. We're gonna find, there's Patch. Patch is down here. We're gonna say build those mining things and then build this. I've been negligent. Gateway builder. One of these is mega structures. That's what we want. I want you to build a new ring world right here. Go build it right there. And then what we'll do, since we declared war, is... What's the safest bet, gentlemen? Do you guys just want to...
Research concluded.
Do you all want to jump to right here? Yeah, jump to right there. We'll jump to right there, and then we'll move on down here, and we'll take care of this. This is a governor who died. So he's available in a bureaucracy system, but hold on. Where do we have most of our bureaucrats? There's 2 in that system. There's 2 in that system. There's 1 in that system. So one of these systems that has a bunch of bureaucracy in it, right there. BM, Percom, Quam. There's 2 there. What is he? Energy credits, resources from jobs. You're going to get replaced by this guy whose administrative capacity is bigger. Yeah, it jumps us up there. So then we can change someone else. Wherever that person is, wherever they need to be. Right there. And that is... Yeah, that'll do nicely with this person down here. Right there. So we'll get our fleets. Why don't you guys come down here?
Declaration of war has been announced.
Form research agreement. Great.
Research concluded.
You guys can come right over here. And then we're going to go find our massive soldiers, squad of soldiers, armies, embark all, and we're going to tell them, come down here. Research. Energy weapon damage is now ahead of energy weapon attack speed. Who started the war? The Free Bos Hachu have declared war on the Awoken. Okay. So we're going to come down here and we're going to help them with this war. Because by doing that, Republic of Yihim... Why are we at war with the Republic of Yihim? Because Republic of Eam is at war with the Awoken. The Valorums, you're at war with us? Oh wow, you are. Okay, that's not good. Okay, hold on. What are you guys doing? Aggressive stance. 6th Fleet. And you're the 7th Fleet. 7th Fleet and 6th Fleet. This is our space up here. So I want you to go up there. And I want you as well, little dudes. Get up here. Republic of Ehim. Now, who is this? Free Bos Hachu. Who are the Free Bos Hachu? Pan-Galactic Concord. They're at war with us. Oh, I see. Well, this is no good. Now there's guys right there. Free Bos Hachu. Okay, hold on. In this case, you guys come down here. Now we're at war with a whole bunch of people, which I didn't want. I just wanted to go take care of these
Initial
robots.
colonization phase complete.
We're gonna have to pick a couple of these guys off. We're gonna have to bring a couple of them somewhere else. Valorum right here. Right here. Come up here. Because we're gonna have to do some work. Dang. Okay, what is this? Ring D is ready to go. Research world. Okay, we'll start moving people there in a minute. So what is this up here? Republic of Ehim. Ancient structure, yeah, we... Begins the enigmatic fortress event chain. Issues a special project, yeah. Timed project, what do we have? Debris. Go to. Where's that at? Right there? Okay. Where's our science vessel that was doing that? Bit of business. Right here. Needed to come up here. Research that. Research that. The enigmatic fortress. With the defeat of the defenses surrounding the ancient structure, we may find a way to explore its mysteries. Entering and traversing it may be difficult, but whoever built it must have possessed technology we can hardly dream of. Making matters more arduous, the fortress appears to be recovering. Okay, so give the go-ahead. Issue special project demolitions team and low power surge. So now there's a special project for that, the enigmatic fortress. Oh, demolitions team. Local power surge available. So where's this thing at? Where's this enigmatic fortress at? Go to. It's right there. Okay. Science ship. Go there. Research that project. Alright.
Construction project concluded.
Where is my... Oh, yeah. You're still there. Okay. Well, not sure where we're going to need you yet. And you're still there. Okay. Well, can we get you to here? Nope. It's okay. I got an idea for you. Why don't you jump to here? Or can you jump to there? Can you jump to there? He says, I'm jumping, preparing to jump, and we're right there. Great. Okay. You two gentlemen in your fleets, Your job is to go in here and take care of this. What? How big are their fleets? Not big enough. Go swarm them. Go get them. These guys should be no trouble for you. And then hey, get out of there. Retreat. Dang it.
Shipwreck studied.
I need my transport to be over in this area. Why'd you try to go through there, you dingbats? Dummies.
Research concluded.
Wish I didn't have to tell my ships to not go through strange hostile territory. It should be obvious. Try to go around. If there's a way to go around, just go around. Just automatically choose that.
Research concluded.
Oh my goodness. All the research. All the time. So much research. We're still getting short on crystals, and unfortunately we're getting so short on crystals. We're going to have to buy some. So let's buy some crystals. Let's go. Not that many. Let's buy. No. There. In fact, let's buy enough to give ourselves some surplus here. Okay, gentlemen, good job.
Special project concluded.
Gonna end this threat. Now there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, and it's like, it's too much. How many fleets are over there? Just one? Oh yeah, just one. Okay. And here comes these bozos. 108, the Republic of Ehim. Well, we have a 280 fleet, so if these guys want to come after us. Oh, they left. We're like, whoa, we're not doing that. Well, guess what? We're gonna go crush that. This is a big war. This is gonna be a big deal. Gonna be a big deal. Our guys are gonna fight right through that. What are you guys doing? You running or... Oh yeah, you're running, aren't you? You're running, you turkeys. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tell our guys to just go attack you directly. Wherever they have to hunt you down, that's where they're going. Oh my gosh, and now they got two big, huge fleets there. Get over here. We're gonna need you. This is where it's happening. This is where it's gonna be. This is where all the action's gonna be. 6th fleet. Good job, guys. I feel like you sitting there is not gonna help, but here's the deal. Go up here. Go do that. Yep. Just go do that. 2nd fleet. Come in here. Where did they go? What is going on? Get over here. Jeez. What a mess. 4th fleet. What are you doing? You're down here. Okay, go take that out. Take that out. You guys are doing good. Do that. So much going on now. What are you brain dead people doing? Are you brain dead? Get over there. Crush them. Crush them. Crush them. Crush them hard. Crush them to goo. Here we go. We got a war going on. What's going on here? Oh, and here come the Juggernaut, and he says, "Hey, I will assist you." Our guys are like, 220k, now we're 215k. Did my Titan just get destroyed? I think it did. Kill these punks. How are you guys not destroying them yet? And people want to know why I don't watch these
Research
wars. Because I just got epilepsy from that. Okay. Hey, now you guys gotta go back. Jeez. Okay, hold on. Come take care of this. And also, yeah, reinforce your fleet here in a second. Okay, you're there. Good. Get up here.
Research concluded.
Hold on, man. Come in here. Goodness gracious, it's chaos. This is where the rubber meets the road, baby. Can you handle it? Because if you can, there might be a future for you in this business, kid. So many things going on, alright. Jeez, and then I've neglected all this. So, Ring D is ready to go, and it needs people. So we're going to slowly move people over there to Ring D. We're going to find Ring D down here, Ring World D, and we're going to say unemployed, unemployed, and a couple of clerks. And just start from the top if they've got unemployed people. And then this will cause a little bit of crying on Ring D. It's going to be like, whoa, we got people, we don't know what to do with them. Yeah, I know. It's coming, buddy. We're going to help you out here. We want that. And then what else? Oh, you're going to want precinct houses for sure. You've got a couple people who can go to Ring D. It's the pseudo Star Trek theme song. Ecumenopolis says, I got some people. Oh, you just need more jobs. Great, that makes it easy. And you need more jobs. That also makes it easy. You, I actually have to move. You, I have to move. So where's this unemployed specialist? Right there. Hab A says, I got 4 more places to go and not enough jobs to get there. Okay. So if we keep going with the strongholds, that'll get it done. 4 more. No more housing. That'll uplift those. That'll do it. This will provide some more jobs. Not enough housing. Keep putting strongholds on here. You need to be resettled. And that planet's gonna be done. This one is done. Resettle those people. So then we need to go into Ring D and also say, oh, by the way, build another one of those sections because that's where most of your jobs come from. Precinct houses. I need a whole theater. You're gonna need a whole theater. You're gonna have to take care of that. So at the end of this episode, or toward the end of this episode anyway, lots of movement. Moving people around, then we can get back to the war for the very end of this thing. I'm gonna find some place that's got more jobs than this. Ocean World, Uncommon, it's got some jobs. Oh, I shouldn't be moving people there, though. It's an ocean world. Who knows if I'm moving the right people. What am I? Lacking crystals. Oh, well, let's just go buy some directly. They're needed for upgrades. Vite says I need more jobs. I can do that, buddy. This place doesn't have enough housing for that. Goodness. Ring D is like going to be our saving, well, and not just our saving grace. We got that new ring world. It just said it built it right there. So upgrade that so we can start getting more ring world sections. Jeez, let's go down and start from the bottom here. What do we have here? We need the Galactic Stock Exchange. And then we need a bunch more of these. So trying to get all of these worlds to be proper. Oh, and we're just short so many crystals now. It's like it's not balanced. Oh, and I can't do any crystals. I can't do any refineries until you get that capital upgraded. That's right. So here's a planet. It's like, oh, I don't have enough jobs for all my people. I know, buddy. You're telling me. This place is done really well. Sky Temple. We built all these jobs for it. It had, what, 50 some odd people who were unemployed. And then we came in here and swooped in and we're like, nah. We'll get you guys some jobs. Good to get the people the jobs they need. What do we have for the Habs? Ring C has 3 jobs. You can move 3 people, buddy. Alright. This is bugging me. Here's what we're going to do with you. We're going to replace you with something that can give a lot of jobs in the end. This, and then we're going to change one of these for a city. Because that bothers me. It's itching. Bothering, itchy. This is going to do the same thing, kind of. One more research facility. Change this for housing so we can take care of that. These worlds require reassemble. Okay, we're kind of done for now.
Research concluded.
Because we desperately need the other ring world to get caught up. I do say, good job. This guy's over here making the most of this, trying to get an end to these guys. Where's our troops? Where did they show up? Where's our transport? You're right there. Okay. I want you to go, yes, like that, and then there, and there. I'm gonna guide you over here, step by step. Get over there. Okay. There we go. You're catching up now. This is good. And you're there. Good. You guys can swoop in from the back, and we can get rid of all of their ships here. That's the most important thing. If we can do that. We're going to corner these guys and crush them. Yep, and you take them. They'll take those just fine. That's fine. Good job, gentlemen. Okay, ready? These guys are only... They're half your strength. Gained colony.
Research concluded.
That's nice. Yes, I know there's going to be rising unemployment because Because we just gained a colony somewhere, and I don't even want to take the time to figure out what it is. I want to focus on this. There you go. Now they're split up. Now you can afford to go in here. Now they're split up. So he's going to take them on. Oh, good. Good job. Okay, we need more troops. So here's another thing we're going to do. We're going to go into this place. Both of these planets. This is great. I love it when you have two planets here together. Because then you can go in here and you can say, ah, yes. So that I can recruit a whole bunch of armies. Recruit. Yeah. Only support so much, so spend lots of minerals on those guys. Get myself another army up here on this, the ass end of space. Get over there and help these guys. I don't know how they're doing. Silicon manifold, or this. Good job. Yes, get repaired by our buddies. Okay, that helped. Slowpoke remote. Move over here. Same thing with you. Move over here. And you guys did a good job of marching all the way up here. Good job. How big is this fleet? 20. Yeah, you can crush that. Uh-oh, there's a big fleet right there. This is close to our homeworld. Oh, well, guess what? We have a ton of alloys and we have a big mega shipyard right here. So we're just going to come back down here. We're going to give me a Titan. Okay, we're going to start building the fleet and come over here, and we're just going to take this. And in fact, let's do the same thing on Kuma Prime. Recruit. What is this? A Zizian army? 18 to 36 damage. Guardian Angels Act. Xenomorph army. A Zizian army. Wow. Can't do any more of those. Okay. I want you guys doing that. And then right next door to you also. So we can kick a bunch of guys out here equally fast. Yeah. You must serve. You must serve me. Because we're going to go in here and... if they don't have anything there to take, which it doesn't look like they do, then we'll use them somewhere else. Because we want to crush them. Okay. A sense of community, even as widening social rifts manifest on Tixash, local communities are galvanized by the upheaval and united by a common sense of desire for greater equality, egalitarian ethics attraction. That's fantastic. You guys, what is this? Grokt. So, what is Grokt? No armies. We're about to take that for them. This episode's gonna have to be over. So much happening, so much going on. Oh, and so where is this planet?
Research concluded.
Oh, we got this one. I'm a little hesitant to do too much work on this. They were making it a refinery world, though that's nice for them. But you need, like, more jobs, gentlemen. What is this? Moat harvesting traps. Well, I can't disagree with that. What is this? You got planetary supercomputer. Wow. So we can also put a research institute next to it. But you know what that means? Research labs. Let's do that. I'll start giving you some jobs. I don't know that that'll help you, but Because this is the 001 subjugators.
Planetary incursion initiative successful.
Okay, so we did that. So this is the 001, and now what?
Research concluded.
Is there anything else in here we have to conquer? Oh, we have to conquer this planet. Araxis. How many armies? Urxis. The Silicon Manifold. So are we done? Is it the Silicon Manifold that's going to get that now? Urxis. Oh, and then there's Zert. Okay, embark all. Hold on, there's Zert. Zert land armies. That's the one I didn't see. Okay. I want to get these guys their planets back. That's the goal.
A declaration of war has been announced.
Okay. A declaration of war.
Commencing planetary
Who's
incursion
at war?
initiative.
The Boki Hive are now going to go to war with the Republic of Yeehee.
Planetary incursion
Okay,
initiative
so I
successful.
think we're good there. Now, is there anything else over here? Tixash, which is ours. Hold on. Colony gained. We've gained the star administrative control of Zrichi, formerly a holding of Silicon Manifold, so we control the star base in the system. Okay, so does that mean Valorum right here? This is ours. Great. Okay. The next thing for you to do is go over here and get this Zurichi land armies. How many are there? 304. You got that. Okay. Well, we're going to end it here. This has been a heck of a thing. Fortress repowering. Time has run out. Okay, well, we'll figure that out later. So I'm in the middle of a big sprawling war. This is... But look, I mean, look, this is the Valorum Empire. So, we are the green areas. We're growing. And, if we're going to make progress, if we're going to make the whole galaxy one place for all peoples, we must first crush the oppressors, the renegades, the people who don't want to be a part of our new galactic order. Makes you kind of feel like you're the Empire, right? It's like, we will crush you. Then someone should make them. Alright, well, I have the high ground, Anakin. So, thanks, folks, for watching. As always, hope you guys dig the episode. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel and you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Tutorials coming. Tutorials here. More tutorials coming. Lots of fun things happening on the channel. So, like, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a question. Excuse me. Jeez, why is it right when I'm talking? My inner parts have to do that. Darn it. And as always, if you want to be a monetary supporter of our ever quickly growing channel, my Patreon is listed down below. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is College Fade. I'll see you next time.